a good friend of mine, Clay, who I crossed the Simpson Desert with twice, with a double crossing of the desert, hit me up last night pretty late and said, hey, look, mate, I'm looking for someone who's a vet to go check on my granddad, who's a World War II veteran, just to double check that he's all right in this isolation. If he needs anything, to let me know and I'll get it ordered into his house. I do it myself, but I'm interstate and they've closed all the borders. I know it's a big ask, but if you could or you know anyone, and fuck, vets all look after each other, and I figure I'm probably one of the better guys to go see him, as I've been in isolation for 3 weeks now. Lionel, who's the veteran, has also been in isolation, so the actual threat of us contaminating anyone or ourselves is basically zero. So I'm going to go out there to see him, and I'm not sure. It's always a weird thing to see someone, but apparently he'll talk my ear off. So I'm happy to go out there and say g'day, and we'll see how we go. We might have a cup of tea and maintain some spacing. I'm getting ready to cruise out to see Lionel, see how he is, see if he's doing all right. A little bit nervous because I just don't want to rock up at his house. You know, it's not like, you know, one of my mates or one of you guys being like, just a message on Facebook like, hey, I'm coming around. I think he's expecting someone, but he's not 100% sure who's coming. But I think even just knock on the door and a g'day will be nice for him. I don't want this to seem like, you know, those fuckwit social media people that go give $100 to a homeless person and then try and make a profit of it. I really don't want it to seem like I'm doing this only for that. I'm more doing it just hopefully to inspire some people to, you know, check on these guys, and you know, the stories that these men have is just fucking incredible. I was in bed thinking about this last night, that we could never give these World War II vets, what they deserve, like, and what they've been through. You know, it's important. You know, leading up to Anzac Day, there's a lot of vets coming out being like, this might be my last Anzac Day, and we might have to do it in isolation, and that's fucking hard for guys. So I'm really hoping we get and we can sort something out. So I'm hanging in the car a second because I just saw like a domestic dispute between like a younger lady and her husband. And they were getting bags and shit thrown. So I might wait here a second in case I need to ring the cops or intervene somehow. But we will get amongst to see Lionel. His house is right there. So let's see. Well, there's no car in the driveway. I knocked on the door and rang the bell, so I don't think Lionel's home, but it's only just down the road. It's only 15-20 minutes away, so we can come to and from a couple of times, and we'll catch him at some point, I'm sure. A taxi's just turned up, and I think it's going to be our friend Lyle. Let's hope so. If he jumps out, I'll catch him. Well, this is definitely him getting out of the car. So Lyle wants to go through some photos and some history with me about his service and his brother's service in World War II. So I asked politely if I can go grab my camera and we can go through it together and record it, and he'd love to. So I'm out in the car grabbing my stuff. I was a bit shy to ask in the beginning, but if he wants to, and he brought a big smile to his face when I asked, let's do it, because it's such important history.
Yeah, so, and on this, on the, what was it, the 8th, 15th, we landed there, and then on the 26th of December, 1924, the Japanese sent in a naval force to kick us out, and I was a driver, and I've been driving all day. And then we got message to say the Japanese are sending in what's what's the name? Well, I just said it and I can't think of it. Naval force.
Yeah.
And so we had to be the second line of defence.
Mm.
We had our 303s and ammunition and all that.
Yeah. So I only just got home from seeing Lionel. I was with him for a couple of hours. We just got out the biscuit tin, had a couple of coffees and whatever. And, you know, really just thinking of it on the way home, like, it's just such a different world. You know, he's talking about being there with the Japanese kamikaze pilots and, you know, there was no phones, no internet, no nothing. We took a selfie together. And he's like, oh, how the world has changed. And I really thought, I'm like, fuck. Holy shit, yeah. Like, what a different world. You know, Japan at the moment is, you know, a country we travel in and out of, no worries. And, you know, back then, fuck, like we were at war with them. It's not that long ago. If you think, like, really, it's not. It's 1944. It's not long. And yeah, he's just absolute amazing. One of the kindest men I've ever met in my life. Refused to let me make my own coffee. Had to make it for me. We followed all the social distancing stuff, everything. And I asked him if I could record, and if he was more than happy. He wanted to. So that was awesome. So Lionel, thank you very much if you ever see this. And I left my number with him in case he needs anything. He's only 15 minutes down the road. It's nothing for me. And I'm more than happy to go to the shops. And, you know, I'm a low risk, though, even if I drop stuff at his door. But absolute legend. What an honour. Hey legends, I just got back from a run, hence why I'm so fucking sweaty. This will go in the video about Lionel with who's a World War II vet. I'm going to upload this one as a vlog about meeting him, but then I'm also going to upload our full chat, which I'm not sure how long it was, I haven't looked yet. Well, it's not a full chat, but the bit when I asked if I can start recording, if that's okay. So that'll be up in a separate video tomorrow if you're interested. It's a podcast style, that's not intentional, it was just him and me talking. So if you're interested in that, that'll be up tomorrow along with this one tonight. So thanks guys, keep on keeping on, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm Matt Willy Williams. I partied my way through high school. I joined the army straight out of school as a rifleman. I deployed to Afghanistan for 8.5 months as a crew commander at 20 and turned 21 over there. I've travelled the world twice, jumped from planes, dove under the sea, drank from shoes in over 20 countries, and I regret nothing. Returning home, in a regular doctor's checkup, I was diagnosed with an incurable, inoperable brain tumour on my 22nd birthday. Since then, I've made it my mission to enjoy my life as much as I can and show that terminal illness doesn't mean your life can't be successful, meaningful, and fucking awesome, whilst putting in as much effort as I can to raising money for brain cancer research. 12 months of chemo done, 60,000 plus donated to research, and I'm fucking happier than ever. This is my story of refinding my health and redefining terminal illness and smiling through it all.